Listen, learn, create your own destiny. Create the life you want. See the future, want the future, have it now. Welcome to the Manifest Change podcast. And here's your host, Brooklyn Storme.
Welcome to another episode of Manifest Change. My name is Dr. Brooklyn Storme, and when I'm not busy being a psychologist, I'm over here helping you guys learn how to create the shift and get the transformation that you're longing for in your business. But before we start, if you haven't booked your ticket yet to the Business Unleashed workshops, please do. Time is ticking. We have them running in Melbourne on May the 6th, in Sydney on May the 20th, Brisbane on the 24th of June, and we're just releasing tickets for the Business Aligned Workshop happening in Los Angeles in August. If you want more information about that, please do check the show notes. But today what we're doing is talking about attracting clients, attracting income, attracting the right types of partnerships into your business through manifesting. And to really understand manifesting is going to be key in terms of helping this really work for you. So some clients say to me, Brooklyn, I really want to manifest more clients in my business. How do I do it? And when can I start? And my answer is you have been manifesting since you were born, right? Since you were a little child, you have been imagining something that you really wanted, focusing your attention on that, not letting go of it, taking action that's aligned with your vision or what you want, and then you've been receiving the desired outcome. I think what happened was a long time ago, back in the 90s, The Secret was published and there was also a movie made, and it was really instrumental in terms of law of attraction and getting this whole movement kick-started again. But a couple of things. First off, it didn't explain in any great detail what you need to do in order to create the things that you really, really want in your business and in your life. It gave you some of the tools, but not all. It's like trying to make a cake and not having all of the ingredients in the recipe, and then you wonder why the cake doesn't work, and then you tell everybody that either you're bad at baking cakes or baking cakes is BS, it doesn't work. But if you had all of the ingredients and you had the right recipe, you could make the world's best cake and you would love it, and you would tell everybody you're awesome at making cakes and that if others wanted to make a cake too, they should follow this recipe. So what I want to do is really just get back to basics for you and make sure that you've got the foundation. And what we're talking about today is the importance of something that I call knowing your soul. Now, I know this sounds a little bit airy-fairy, but just stay with me for one moment as we discuss this and why it's so important. So this whole idea of your soul. Now, some people call it different things. Maybe they call it their higher self or their inner self or their best self or divine spirit or universe or, whatever you want to call it, it's okay. But I just call it either my soul or my higher self. And the idea is that all of us have this concept of a soul or a higher self that knows exactly what she wants to be doing, what she needs to be doing, what her purpose is, why she was placed on this earth. And what happens is that when things are showing up in your external reality that match up with this idea of her on the inside, then you're what we call happy. Everything feels good. You're happy, you're lit up, joy has been sparked deep within you, and life is great. However, when things on the external world, so things in your business, for example, are not working out, and you get that yucky feeling, you feel confused, you feel overwhelmed, you feel grumpy, you feel doubtful about what you're doing, all of those unwanted, perhaps more negative types of emotions are coming about because now there's a disconnect between what you know you're destined for, what you know you're here to do, and what's showing up on the outside. So the idea of running a business in alignment is really to get everything matching up again. We want the outside world, things that are happening in your business, to be matching up with what's happening for you on the inside. And what that looks like for you is going to be different to me, because our purposes are different. And that's going to look different to my colleague or your colleague or all the business people in our tribe. Everybody is unique, and so it's that uniqueness that gives you your soul's purpose. No two souls are the same, so comparing yourself to where other people are at in their business isn't helpful. Trying to mimic other people's missions and visions isn't helpful, because it's not going to feel right for you. You have to really tune in, tap in, clue yourself in to what feels right for you on the inside. And so when you're starting to manifest things for your business, even before you go setting goals, before you go setting intentions, before you go taking actions with your systems and your processes, what you need to really have an awareness of is this lining up, if you like, of the inside you and the world that's happening around you in your business. That awareness is going to provide you with information that only you can access. I can't get it for you. Nobody can get it for you. Only you can access that information. Only you know what feels right for you. I'll give you an example. When I was first learning about all of this, I was looking for guidance, and I had coaches, and I was in lots of different groups on Facebook, and I was doing all of the webinars, and I was downloading all of the PDFs and opt-ins and stuff like that. And a lot of the messages that I was receiving from all of those coaches and guides was the same. And it was saying that, you know, I had to say that I wanted to have an impact on, 1 million people or 10,000 people or et cetera, et cetera. And so then I thought, okay. And the homework all these people were giving me was to go away and write my statement about how many people I wanted to impact. And it was all about this. And so I did. And it didn't feel right. It felt strange. It felt weird for me to sit down and write, well, by the end of 2019, I want to have created an impact on the lives of 10,000 people. It felt so foreign. It felt like it was over there, not in here. And I've got my hand on my heart as I'm saying this. But it didn't feel like it was coming from my soul, because it wasn't. It was what other people were telling me I needed to do. But I did it. And, what do you think happened? Well, not much. I didn't have much traction at all. And at the time, so I've got this group on Facebook. If you're not in it, you get over there. You're most welcome to join. I'll put the link in the show notes. It's just called the Business Unleashed Tribe. And anyway, I started this group late January 2019. And I was told by 2 different coaches and mentors over Christmas that I needed to get 10,000 people into this tribe, and that I needed to make that my mission. And so I did. And I included it in the description. I think it's still even up there. I should go and update it, actually. I'm just thinking about it now. But I was dead set focused on how am I going to get 10,000 people. And I was thinking, what do I need to do? How am I going to make this happen? Why isn't it happening? I wanted to do Facebook ads. I wanted to ask people to recommend friends. I had no clue about how I actually attract people into this tribe, and how on earth was I going to get 10,000. And then what happened was people started joining, and that was great. It was happening at a slow rate, but I was happy to get people in. So they were coming in 2 or 3 a day, every other day. So it was very slow to begin with, slow progress. The people who already knew me and were following me from a previous group that I had, so that was all fine. But my mentor and my coaches at the time were telling me it's not fast enough. You need to get it faster. Come on, go. And so then there was all this pressure, and I wasn't enjoying attracting people into my tribe because it never felt enough. It never felt strong enough. It never felt powerful enough. It never felt impactful enough. It was always not good enough. And instead of focusing on all the beautiful souls that I had that were joining me and following me and engaging with me, I was feeling less than because it wasn't 100 or it wasn't 200 or it wasn't 1,000. And so anyway, it was one weekend in February, I thought to myself, no, I need to do something a little bit differently now because this just doesn't feel right in my heart. And I really sat there and I thought, well, what would feel right? And it sounds a little bit strange if you're not new to this, but if you have an open mind, just follow along. But what I did was I closed my eyes and I imagined my best self, and I imagined her with her tribe, and I imagined her sitting down at the laptop, and I imagined her, working with the group. And I just wanted to sit there and observe and feel it. And what I noticed was that she wasn't pushing herself to get 10,000 people. That wasn't her focus. Her focus was really around helping, and her focus was really around helping and doing that by engaging with people, asking them what's the problem, what's not going right, what do you need help with. And from there, she was then, giving them content that would help them achieve a breakthrough, that would help them create insight, that would help them think about things differently and in a new way. And I thought to myself, okay, that's what I want to do then. So I pulled my focus from over here to over there. And guess what happened? Within about a week of me doing that, I had doubled my numbers in my group, and I wasn't even trying. And from there, that's just been growing. I mean, now it's, I don't know, the 26th of April or something, and there's 650 odd people in the tribe. And I haven't been trying to get people in. I've just been focusing on helping, which is what I want to do because that feels right for me. So I'm sharing this with you because I want you to understand that even experienced manifestors sometimes lose their focus. Sometimes we're chasing the bright, shiny objects, and I get it. And I'm sharing this because I want you to see that you're not alone if you're also getting caught up in doing all of the masculine action-taking things that other people have been telling you to do. Your manifesting won't work unless you're aligned. If you're wanting to call in clients, you have to understand why and what that's going to look like for you and how that feels, and do it in a way that feels right. Don't listen to everybody else and feel compelled to do what they're saying because it might work for them, and that's fine, but you need to find the thing that works for you. Absolutely try things. That's okay. We want you to be expansive. We want you to have an open mind. We want you to grow through exposing yourself to different tools and different approaches and different techniques, because that's how you're going to learn what feels good and what doesn't. But at the end of the day, it's really a lot less about the systems and the processes that you're using, and it's more about what would feel right for you in terms of attracting the clients. What way would feel right for you? What way would feel right for you to create an income for yourself from your audience? What way would feel right for you to create your own audience? What way would feel right for you to provide content? Do you want to do a podcast like I am? Do you want to have a group? Do you want to have a newsletter? Do you want to show up on IGTV? I mean, you don't have to do all of those things. I think you just choose one that feels right for you. And I work with clients all the time, and they don't all love doing a Facebook Live. That's cool. Some of them just really love doing podcasts, and they do really well with those because it feels right for them. All right. So don't force anything. What I would encourage you to do between now and next Monday is really just raise your awareness around when things are happening in your business that feel right and when they feel a little bit off. That's all I want you to do. Just raise your awareness around how you're feeling when things are happening in your business. If you want to go deeper with this, you could grab a pen and paper or on your device or something like that, and you could track, the times that things are happening in your business where you're feeling calm or you're feeling lit up or you're feeling excited. You could also make notes around the times when things are happening in your business that feel a little bit off, that don't feel right, that feel a little bit out of kilter. And it's through this alignment that we'll be able to start attracting more clients, more income, more business partners, more team members, more suppliers, more whatever it is that you're craving into the business. But none of that is going to happen until you understand the role that your soul, that your heart, that that energy is playing in your business. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Please let me know your thoughts or leave me a comment. Please rate this podcast on iTunes and give me some feedback, because I really, really want to improve it for you. As I said, you're most welcome to join the workshops. You're most welcome also to join the Business Unleashed tribe. And if any of you really resonate with this and you want personal help for your own business, then I would love to help you. So please do get in contact. You can send me a little email. Again, I'll put the details in the show notes, and let's connect and see what we can do together to try and help you have that shift. I know you're on the verge of having it. You just need a little bit of guidance around how to just take that next step. You can totally do this. Thank you so much for listening. I really am so grateful for your company today. Have a beautiful day, guys. Much love. Bye.
Thank you for listening. Take steps now to manifest the life you want by checking out the show notes. If you've loved this episode, leave a review on iTunes. Here's to manifesting change.